What's happening? What's happening? We trapping, we trapping. Let's get it. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. We trapping on a hump day. Let me get a one if everything sounds good. Mic check, mic check. Let's get it, man. Y'all make sure we sounding good. Everything sounds lovely. Shout out to everybody rocking. Thanks for all the love and support. Let's go. We feeling good on a hump day, man. Happy hump day. Let's get it. You already know the trap don't close. Let's get it. Shout out to Michael Lockhart, Miss Ella Lockhart. You know what I'm saying? The whole Lockhart family. Miss Patricia Langford in the building. Kelvin Hicks, Rozzy King, Darren Cowboys Posey. Good grief. Miss Regina Green with the green. And, you know, Raymond Solis in the building. Trout Boy Red in the building. Micah Ultra in the building. Raymond Solis. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. I hope everybody's having a good morning. Let's get it. You understand? Let's be great today. Let's do it. We in the building. Now, you know I need y'all to hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. We finna make sure these haters on their job real quickly. You know I gotta make sure they putting in the work now. Yeah. Make sure these haters doing their job. Let's get it. Let's go.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face.
Let's get it.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day.
Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's go.
That would make them hate. That would make them hate. Hey. And we just getting K and they just in the way.
Hey.
That would make them hate. That would make them hate. Hey. Cause we just getting K
and they just in the way. Hey.
Landlord is showing how to ball.
Let's go. Shout out to everybody rocking. Hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's go.
One day hating on it, probably wanna kill. When they got our own band, we holla a deal.
Let's go.
Long little CEO, CIP the dollar.
Let's get it.
Took my brother, that made me go harder. They
Yeah.
turned me to a monster. Now I'm focused on the comma. Now I'ma run up them comma.
Let's
the summer, run
go.
up them numbers.
Yeah.
I know that they
Hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's go. Let's crank this content on up, man. Let's go and do it. Let's go and do it. Now, you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching me from a phone, but I promise you, you are in the trap, sir. I promise. I promise, man. I hope everybody's having a good day, a good morning. You know what I'm saying? It is a happy hump day. It's hump day in the trap. You already know that. But, you know, PFF let go their rankings, and, you know, they had a couple of our players on their rankings, as they should, even though our one of our young players wasn't on there. But, you know, some of the big dogs, some of the proven people was on there, so I was happy to see that. But we got a few topics we're going to touch on, man, very shortly. So I don't know if that was a bird or a plane or what. Oh, it was just nefarious news, that's all. Let's get it. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Okay. Bam. Hold on. Wait a minute, sir. Bam. Now, of course, we are having the interview with Kelvin Joseph later on tonight. It is a late gate show, so y'all make sure y'all tune in, man. Let's get it. Don't forget to support that. It's going to be an interesting conversation. There's a lot of things I want to ask the young man. And, you know, we're going to do it good. We're going to make sure we get the answers that we want. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make sure we touch on all the topics that the people want to hear. So it's going to be a good one, man. Make sure y'all stay tuned and keep on supporting, man. You know we got to get this thing going now. Y'all know that. Trap. So let's move along. Y'all make sure y'all support and hit that share button for that, man. And, you know, show up and show out. But, bam. Mr. Will McClay on adding kickers. He says we're looking at other leagues. We're looking at guys that are out on the streets, guys that are potentially come in a trade. It's a big mix of all that stuff. And when that time is, when is that time, we find that right kicker to add to the competition. So, man, my voice is killing me, as y'all can hear, unfortunately, you know. But, man, they say they searching far and wide for a kicker. They want to look every nook and cranny, and they trying to find a kicker. So, I guess they are completely done with Brett Maher. And, you know, he had a tough year last year. Not really. He had a tough playoff. Because I just told, I think that was Jay Tuck on Twitter, man. Shout out to CFO Sports. But I was like, man, he didn't have too bad of a year. He actually had an excellent year, but he had a bad playoff. Because if y'all don't remember, if you erase those playoff games, man, Maher might have been a Pro Bowl or something. The boy hit like 260-yard field goals back to back. He did all kind of stuff. And, you know, he just had a rough showing in the end of the season, in the most important. So that's why I'm not going to fight nobody who says that they want to see him get up out of here and say that he trash. I ain't going to fight you. I'm not going to fight you on that because, you know, that is the most important time when you need to be stepping up. And that's when he let us down. So just imagine if we would have needed all those field goals that we did against the Bucks, we would have been messed up. You know what I'm saying? Professor O, shout out to you, Mr. Professor O. He said once a kicker gets the yips, though, they got to go. Yeah, it's a big confident thing with them, man. Once they lose their confidence and once they get in their own head, it's going to get rough after a while. So, yeah, I feel you, but, you know, Maher was pretty decent last year, man. But, like, I ain't going to cap, though. I wouldn't trust him with my money either, though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to lie to you. I definitely wouldn't trust him with my money. So, I get it when people want to kick him off a bridge, but that was just real weird, man. It's even hard to put some analysis on it when he was so good, then just so bad all of a sudden. So, because y'all remember, we was like, man, that boy the truth. Like, we was saying, like, Maher, you know, we was giving him a lot of praise. And then all of a sudden, it just all fell apart. So, you know, shout out to Coles Cowboy, my partner HTM Sports in the building. Choctaw, Montana. Shout out to everybody sliding through. There's my Iron Man. You know, we just discussing these topics real quick, but let's move on, man. We got a competition, open competition at kicker. You know that much. Shout out to Dallas Daily _ over there on Instagram. He says, per Next Gen Stats, 16.1% of the Cowboys running back Tony Pollard's rushing attempts went for 10-plus yards. That was number one amongst all running backs during the 2022 season, man. Shout out to our guy Tony Pollard. And it was great to see him back to working out and, you know, putting in some work, actually participating in OTAs. And a lot of people didn't think it was going to happen this soon, but hey, I'm glad to see him at least getting some work in. So I think that's a good sign for him to be healthy for the time being, man. So, you know, it's still a little few questions in our running back room. Look at Choctaw ready to fight early this morning. That's my guy. It do mean something, Choctaw. It means he was the best in the league at it. It means he was producing pretty good. That's what it means. Like how it means nothing. Like, I don't see how you can say it means nothing now. Come on now, Choctaw. You woke up on the wrong side of the bed again this morning. That's my guy, but good grief. That boy had an argument 3 seconds into the show. That's only happened in the trap, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm 3 seconds in, Choctaw ready to fight. It is what it is, though. But, man, that is significant, Choctaw. If he was number one in the league, and, you know, that means he was producing pretty well. Behind, you know, kind of bad O-line. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Smack Talk. Shout out to Chris Johnson, man. Y'all got to forgive me. My voice is acting terrible right now. Shout out to Dwayne Brown. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. We got the trap going crazy this night. Trap. But let's continue, you know. What my boy DeQuincy Coleman there? He ain't brushed his teeth and scratched and hated on Dak yet? Where you at, Mr. DeQuincy? I know you in here somewhere. Where you at, my boy? Let's see. Let's continue, though. Choctaw said that means nothing, sir. Bam. We got, now you ain't gonna like this either. Per Trevor, some S word that I can pronounce, unfortunately. But according to PFF, they got Tony Pollard ranked 4th in the NFC running backs. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, even though I think he said, I'm right here. You brushed your teeth and hated on Dak yet, my boy? You know that's your daily routine, my guy. You know, Saquon Barkley is super talented, bro, but I just don't see him being that high. Like, I ain't gonna cap to you like Saquon trash, but, you know, the best ability in the NFL is availability, and that's one of the biggest struggles that he done had since he been in this league. So I just can't see him being 2 just because of the inconsistency. So I just don't understand that. But Aaron Jones is a good back. I see Tony Pollard being up there amongst these guys. I look at Tony as amongst these guys in the league, though, as well. So I ain't too mad at that list. But, hey, Barkley's way too high. I say that, way too high. So we can move on shortly about that. That boy's way too high. But this is some Zeke stuff right here, man. Zeke was looking good. They got him training. I ain't gonna lie. The last workout I seen from Zeke, so y'all know I'm not a hypocrite. The last workout I seen from him, I said his feet looked a little slow. But this time, I ain't gonna lie, Zeke looking a little nimble on here though. I ain't gonna cap. Zeke looking a little nimble now. They just released this little workout. Hey, you know, after June 2nd, his contract is settled, so now you can start working on getting them back in here if that's something you desire. Hey, let's see what happens, man. I like. Hey, Zeke looking good to me. I ain't gonna count. Trap. He looking a little nimble, man. Look like he been putting in that work. And you know, once you a player like Zeke, man, you been a dominant player in the league and regarded as one of the best backs since you came out the womb. And then all of a sudden people just disrespecting you and you can't even find a team. You know that right there is going to add a chip on his shoulder. And that's going to make Zeke want to work and prove everybody wrong. That's exactly what it's going to do. Trap. So with that being said, I think Zeke is on to something else this year, man. And he's looking pretty nimble and quick. Footwork looking way better than it did from that workout I seen early in the year. So, would y'all want to bring Mr. Ezekiel Elliott back for the right price? Would that be something y'all interested in? Let me know. Let's say, hold on. Now that you know exactly who the roster is, would y'all bring Zeke back for a decent price? Because that's still an option. I would do a, let me see. Let me do a poll. I'm going to do a poll. What happened? Okay. I'm going to do a poll real quick, y'all, if y'all don't mind. Let me get time to put it in the chat. But I do want to see what y'all thinking about bringing Zeke back for a decent price. I don't know what decent is, honestly, but we'll see. Let's do a poll, see what y'all think about it. Okay. Bring back Zeke. Yes or no? Because this is something that we can do after June 2nd, after his contract settles. So before the end of the show, y'all let me know. Y'all make sure I check that out, the results. We gonna see what the people saying. Do they want to bring back Mr. Ezekiel Elliott? Is that something they want to do? Trap. I think it'll be good for us, especially since I'm not comfortable with the way we address the running back room altogether. I like Deuce Vaughn. You know I like Tony Pollard, but I think you do need a hammer and a knife. We got a couple knives. Now we need a couple hammers. You know what I'm saying? He said you got a sure option. Shout out to D Swift. He said you got a sure option. Yeah, I think that'll be a nice feel good story going into the year 2, man, because we all love Zeke, but it's just the money was the issue. It was. We can't deny that. So if we can get around the hurdle of the money, then I'm all for it. But shout out to I think I can't see what the name of it was, but somebody graphic got stolen. I don't know. Cowboys trio from 2021 versus 2023. Prime, CD, Cooks, and Gallup. Now, I don't know if it's going to be as dynamic, as top tier as this one at the top was, because that was a different Gallup we had. But that was a lesser version of CeeDee Lamb as well. And Cooper, Coop was just Coop. He was like that. So maybe you get a better CeeDee Lamb and a slightly worse Gallup, and then you get a better Cook. So I don't know, man. We might be able to reach that level. I said that on a couple of shows I did, that we might not be too much lesser than we was with Coop. So that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping Brandon Cooks can add a lot to this team, and I think he will. I think we'll be good with him. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Somebody said something. He said, never in a bad mood, Choctaw. My guy, I just don't overrate or overhype dudes because they are Cowboy. That's debatable, you know. I was born to fight, Choctaw, so we can set up a date, you know what I'm saying? We can do this. But I really don't think this bottom trio would be too big of a drop off than the top one, because the top one was like that. I really enjoyed the top one. I think them boys were special. I think Kellen Moore kind of robbed us. I do. I really do, because it was a lot of meat left on that bone that we had at them. Of course, you can see Kellen Moore wasn't even using Amari Cooper right. Like, he was giving this man no targets and stuff. So I don't want to just keep going back to Kellen, but anytime we talk about the offense, man, more than likely he was usually the culprit, unfortunately. But okay, we can go back into it. But I'm excited about this new trio we have in Dallas. Bam. Now they said top 5 new quarterback receiver duo. They got our boy Dak Prescott and Brandon Cooks at 2 in this thing. And Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson at number 1. But it looks like some of the media platforms are high on Dak and Brandon Cooks. And I ain't gonna cap. I like Calvin really going over there with Trevor Lawrence too. And Odell with Lamar. I think them gonna be some good combinations. But I'm happy about us having a real legitimate slot receiver in Brandon Cooks. And I think it's gonna work wonders, man. Dak Prescott usually cooks with the slot receiver. Any type of skill set a slot receiver has, normally Dak Prescott cooks with him. So I'm happy that we did address that, and I'm excited for going forward with Brandon Cooks. Bam. Now, this was an interesting tidbit coming from Marcus Mosher. Y'all make sure y'all go follow him on Twitter. He says there were 7 games last season in which CeeDee Lamb saw 7 or fewer targets. That just can't happen in 2023. I agree with him, man, because if you think about it, CeeDee Lamb seemed like he took off towards the back tail end of the season. And it looked like, I'm going to tell y'all right now, it looked like it was a little Mike McCarthy influence to me. Because at first it looked like it was the same old, no ID, the everybody gets a fair share type offense that Kellen Moore was known for. Then after a while, it seemed like it kind of just shifted towards CeeDee Lamb. Now that might have been Mike McCarthy's ideology just kicking in the door and, making his entrance into this offense. That's what I'm thinking. Because if you was really paying attention to the way our game plan was going on some of them games, man, if HTM still in the building, man, what game that was? We was in a watch party, and one game, Kellen Moore was just throwing the ball like crazy. He threw the ball like 20 times, like in a row, just some crazy stuff. Then after halftime, we came back and ran the ball like 9 times in a row. So you can't tell me that was a normal game plan by Kellen Moore. That right there sound like somebody pulled him by his ear and told him, hey, sir, you need to do better than this. So you don't call plays that with that drastic of a difference from half to half. That just don't happen. So I feel like it was a battle throughout the whole year. It was a battle throughout the whole year, even in game, that Mike McCarthy philosophy going against Kellen Moore philosophy. It just was a tug-of-war battle throughout the whole year. So now we don't have that type of hurdle or that type of argument and battle and beef going on in-house. Now we can just let Mike McCarthy cook and do what he need to do with his offense, play complementary football, and get the best out of our players and our team. But we cannot let CeeDee Lamb do this again. We need to we need to give him a big uptick in some of his targets. Don't let no game go by, I feel like, without him having like at least 10 targets. CD deserve at least 10 targets a game. But this is what the whole video was about, the way PFF graded Zach Martin as the #1 guard in football, man. Trap. Shout out to Big Zach, man. You already know he's been great ever since he touched the floor for the Cowboys, basically. And he's been an all-pro year in and year out. But it says Martin 72.8 PFF grade last season, ranked 9th amongst guards, but in every other season of his career, he finished with a top 5 grade at the position. Hey, that's big dog status. He was the only guard in the NFL to not allow any sacks while playing 700 or more pass blocking snaps, and on balance, it's hard to see him not being one of the best guards in football in 2023, man. That's dope. You know. Man, Zach Martin got more all pros than he got holding penalties, I think they said once upon a time. I don't know if it changed after this season, but man, we got lucky with that pick. That was a great pick. Like I said, it wasn't a sexy pick. People weren't just jumping out their chairs when we drafted Zach Martin, but look at the dividends it paid over the years. I think that was great. Professor O says, per the report, Zeke reps told teams that he wasn't interested in taking a backup role. He feels like he is a starter. If that's true, the decision I already made. I don't know about that right now, Zeke. You might need to just be trying to get on the team, man. I don't know if that's a smart way to market yourself at this point. Because I think a lot of people are already the market pretty much said what they feel about you. So I'm not sure. It's a lot of topics today, man. We talking about the rankings of the PFF O-line, the way they ranked our O-linemen right now. But that's the meat of the show, the rankings of the linemen that we have. And they said he was best. He was regarded as one of the best linemen in football. So let's look at his numbers. You know, Zach Martin was in pass blocking, he graded out as an 82.2. Run blocking, not so well, allegedly. You know, you can't trust all the grades that PFF say, but he graded out as a 63.7 in run blocking. And, of course, from 2014 all the way to 2022, Zach Martin has had phenomenal grades all throughout his career, and this year will be no different. I don't see him slowing down too drastically. Of course, Father Time is undefeated, but I feel like he'll be just as good as he always been and help this team be a way better team on the O-line. So, shout out to Zach Martin, gold jacket Zach in the building. I think that was a good thing to say. Now, they ranked our guy Tyron Smith, even with injuries, at 22. They says if Smith can get back to his best, and we saw him get close to that in 2021, then this is far too low of a ranking. I agree. I agree. And his 6 starts at right tackle to end 2022 season weren't great, though, with Smith allowing 16 total pressures from 239 pass blocking snaps. So I agree with that, man. I understand that he wasn't just normal, perennial, all-pro Tyron Smith, but, man, he was coming on the whole other side of the field. That's why I say I will hold my judgments about Tyron Smith until I see him play left tackle again, because that's not fair. We know how great he is, so we just expect him to go on the right side and just continue to be great. But that's a hard task for anybody, man. That's not an easy thing to do, to go from left tackle your whole career basically and then just flip-flop to the right tackle. So I hold my judgment on Tyron Smith, especially if I'm evaluating him as a right tackle. So I feel like even though he didn't do too well last season as a right tackle, I think coming into this season with 2 of them, 2 years coming into the with 2 years coming into it, I think he'll be a better right tackle as well. So maybe he just had to get his feet up under him, playing a totally opposite position. I think we need to give Tyron Smith a little grace. I think he's still going to be maybe not the best right tackle in the world, but I think he still could be one of the better linemen in football, as he always been. Okay, this is the last one. They got Terrence Steele ranked at 29. That ain't bad for Terrence Steele. They said Steele, an undrafted free agent in 2020, has really grown as a run blocker over the past 3 seasons and is coming off a career high 82.1 PFF run blocking grade. That ranks 6th amongst all offensive tackles. He is limited as a pass protector, but has developed into a starting caliber player all the same. Now, he got some room for growth. He got some room for growth in pass pro, I say. But at run blocking, he is dominant. I bet my money on Terrence Steele being the best run blocking tackle in football. I'm that high on the guy, I really am. I done seen him bully people left and right, here and there, everywhere. Terrence Steele do not play in the run game. And I ain't gonna lie, Zach Martin kind of put it on my radar a couple years ago. But once I started looking at the film, there's no denying that Terrence Steele is a dominant gangster in run blocking. He just like that. That's how he is. So I ain't gonna lie, I'm excited about him coming back. It was a little alarming that he didn't come back. You know, he was kind of hurt and he wasn't participating in OTAs, but hopefully we can get him back to where he need to be. You know what I'm saying? That'll be big for this team, so we won't have to play too many musical chairs on this offensive line. Shout out to Phil Yates on Twitter. He says 6 teams are picking up cap space this Friday as a result of prior post-June designated releases. And you see, we don't care about no team but America's team, and you already know why.
We are America's team.
You know that.
Watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tune in every Sunday.
So the Cowboys will receive $10.9 million. That's June the 2nd. That's when I said we will be able to do some kind of negotiation if we want to bring Zeke back. Or what do y'all think the Cowboys will do with this money? Because we know how Dollar Bill Jones operate. We already know how that goes.
Dollar Bill!
We know how it goes.
Shut down! Pay no country bum nothing! Nothing!
Do y'all really think we're going to do something with this money? See, I'm all for saving the money. That's if you going to do something with the money. You know what I'm saying? If you are not doing nothing with the money, then you might as well keep the players for depth or something. That's how I feel. You know, Stephen Jones knows how to save. He just don't know how to spend. That's been his problem. That's been his issue. Common Sense Lab says, landlord, did they say Steele to left guard, or did they say he has position flex for guard? They didn't really say. That was him as a tackle. That Common Sense. I kind of mixed them up. That was him as a tackle, and of course Tyron Smith was a tackle. I just did the ranking for guard with Zach Martin, and then I did the rankings for the tackles. So my bad if I wasn't clear enough on that. They wasn't projecting him as a tackle. My bad. Shout out to Miss Gina L. Chase. You know we got that fried bologna in there for you. Shout out to Paul Riggamore, Aaron Ball. Shout out to everybody rocking. But yeah, if I went clear enough on that, my fault. But they wasn't ranking him as a tackle. They was ranking him as a guard. They was ranking him as a tackle, not as a guard. But what do y'all think the Cowboys gonna do with this money? Cause we don't know what they gonna do, but we hope they do something. I don't want them to save it. At the very least, y'all need to sign our players. That's what I'm on. At the very least, y'all need to sign our players. I don't want to see no money rolling over the next year and all that goofy stuff. Get it done. So, yeah. Now, how y'all feel about this potential starting defensive line? You got Micah at right tackle. You got Oso Digizur at D tackle. You got Mozzie at 1 tech. You got Jonathan Hankins at 3 tech. And you got D-Law at left end. So, man, I really think this going to be a pretty good line, y'all. This is a good line if they run it like this. And I feel like I don't see too many people just running all over this line either. Now, I know Mozzie is a rookie, but I think with Jonathan Hankins on the side of him and Osa and D-Law and Micah, I think this line is I think it's better than a lot of people think. And I just don't see people just pushing and bullying this line around. You got a tank like Jonathan Hankins and Mozzie Smith in the middle. Good luck to you. I think them boys can be a big time change in the culture of our defensive line. Like, everybody knew the best way to attack the Cowboys was to run, and I don't see it being like that this year. So this defense got the potential just to be all kinds of gangster, y'all. I can't wait to see these boys. Trap. I can't wait to see this defense, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, because I don't see no holes in this defense, really. I really don't see no holes. All I see, I see a couple of upgradable positions, but I don't see us just lacking like, oh my God, if we don't fix this, we in trouble. I don't really see that on this defense at all, y'all. Not one bit. I don't see it one bit. Name your biggest concern for this defense. Because y'all, people be swearing I be on the Kool-Aid up here. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody, I need participation. Y'all name y'all biggest number one concern for this defense. Name your number one concern for the defense, and we'll talk about that. Let's see what's going on. Y'all forgive me real quickly. All right, but yeah, everybody name their number one problem on this defense. He said, y'all are Kool-Aid out. Who, me? Talking about me, Chop, let me know, because we know we got to fight before the show over, sir. Linebacker depth for sure. That's fair. But do you think it's like good grief worthy? If you're not familiar with the show, that means it's very dire. The world gonna end if we don't fix it. Or do you think we can survive? Let me know. On a scale of 1 to 10, for the people that saying linebacker, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's the urgency that you will say that we need to upgrade the linebackers? Because I can't argue with linebacker depth. I can't argue with linebacker depth. But, you know, if everything goes right, we only going to play two linebackers. And you got LVE and Damon Clark, you know. See, does that mean everybody that's saying linebacker just low on LVE? Good grief, common sense said 8. Good Lord. Hey, you said the world ain't falling, but it's tumbling. It's leaning towards the ground. That's what you say. Trap. Oh, man. Trap. I think that's a bit high common sense. Your name is Common Sense. Maybe I'm delusional. I don't know, Common. Let me know. 8 is a little bit high, Common. Good grief. 8. Fish on the 8 too. Dwayne Brown said stopping the run. I agree with stopping the run, but with that line I just showed, I feel like we can do good on that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little confident when I looked at that line I just showed. With that line I just showed, I think we can do decently against the run. But for the people that's saying linebacker, okay, we did do the scale. Choctaw said 3.5 even with LVE. Don't tell me and Choctaw agreeing with something now. So you ain't worried at all, Mr. Choctaw. Basically, 3.5, that ain't gonna, you ain't gonna lose no sleep over 3.5. James says 4. That's kind of where I'm at with it, because like I said, in your base defense, you ain't running number 2 linebackers. So you got Clark and LVE. And then you got all these hybrid safeties that basically play linebacker. You got Donovan Wilson. You got J-Ron Curse. I mean, I'm not too concerned. Then you just got Overshawn too. So y'all still saying linebacker depth? I don't know. Now that I think about the draft picks, y'all, I might have to disagree respectfully, cause we just got Overshawn. Say why I get timeout? Who timeout Willie T? I ain't never seen Willie T say nothing crazy. It might have been a mistake, Willie T. I ain't sure, but I might have to disagree with y'all with the linebacker depth. Overshawn now, then you got all these hybrid linebackers. Then I like Devin Harper coming down the pipeline. Of course, he ain't played or did nothing in the league, but I think he's good. Oh, Big Dude said it right after I said it. Yeah, I like Devin Harper too. So, I mean, I ain't too concerned about linebacker depth, just being real. I'm not concerned. We just got Overshawn. I can name you about. Then we got Jabril Cox, you know. I don't know how y'all gonna feel about that, but we got to see what happens. But yeah, man, we got Jabril Cox, you know. We got Overshawn, we got Devin Harper, we got LVE, we got Damone Clark. Who else? We got a list of linebackers now, y'all. I don't think it's a concern no more. He said, "Don't start." Oh man. Hey, that boy ATM got some trigger words. If you say certain people's names, it's up with him. It's up. Trap. It's up. Yeah, he was mine too, Matt. You know, I had a good video on Jabril Cox, and you know, I thought he was gonna do good, but I didn't see too much from him. You know, all I keep seeing is they say he take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back or something. Yeah, Jabril Cox, good grief. That's good grief word, ain't it? Paul, don't bring up this stuff like this. No, Story Jackson was my guy. I don't know if y'all been following the channel that long, but I was sad about Story Jackson leaving here. I like that boy, but it don't look like he did nothing in the league anyway, so maybe I was wrong. I think they said the last I seen, they was saying he played with the Browns or something. I ain't sure. But, yeah, I was big on Story Jackson too, man. I really thought he could add something to this team, but they let the boy go. It was crazy. Shout out to Dwayne Brown with the $10 super, man. I appreciate you, sir. Trap. He said, take care of that voice. I appreciate the content. Man, I appreciate you, man. I've been dealing with this voice for about 2-3 weeks. I'm getting a little concerned, y'all. I'm getting slightly concerned. I don't know what's going on. Maybe the weather changed, whipping my tail or something. Professor O says Story is a free agent right now. Didn't he play with the Browns, though, Professor O? I know Professor O be having them stats, too. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Professor O if y'all ain't hip. He do some good work over there too. Let's see, do he then yeah, he was with the Browns. He got cut with the Browns. Okay. You know I've been semi-following my guy, man. I like Story. I like Story. What you thought about Story, Choctaw? Cause a lot of people, man, hey, that boy was ringing bells. I know Choctaw be heavy on the draft stuff. Yeah, we can spin the block back, HTM. You know how we get down. We got to talk about this interview tonight. You understand me? We got to talk about this interview. Trap. What else I got on here? Yeah. Now, y'all know these division rivals. We got to see what's going on. But we know if history is right, you know the Eagles ain't going to win the division this year. Trap. Now, it's been going on for a while, y'all. It's been going on for a while. So, hey, you know it ain't going to be the Giants. Man, it's been a long time since the Giants won, didn't it? Good grief. You mean to tell me the Giants ain't won the division since 2011, sir? And then, look, we wonder why the Giants fan base been so quiet. Them boys been humbled in the mug, ain't they? Trap. But the defense is still stopping the run. Okay, Lendoria Scream said he or she is 6 minutes behind, but the number one concern on the defense is stopping the run. That's fair because we ain't seen them do it yet. But I was kind of more like talking about a hole, but I take that too. I was talking more of like a position that you was scared of because I was kind of speaking on depth at the time. But I ain't mad at you if you still want them to prove they can stop the run. But like with Hankins, that was a good indication that we was a yard better at stopping the run when he was in the lineup. So I could just imagine with him and Mizey next to each other, I think we should be significantly better at stopping the run, in my opinion. But yeah, it's over with for the Eagles, in my opinion. They won't reign twice. But I just thought this was so interesting right here. The longest droughts without winning their division. Good grief. The Browns that went 33 seasons. The Lions 29, the Raiders 20, and the Jets 20. That is just crazy to me. And these are the same fan bases probably that be trolling the Cowboys. I just don't get it, man. You already know.
We are America's team. The most
I don't get it.
The most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tune in every Sunday.
These boys ain't won a division in all them years. And they had the nerve to be having a timer on how long it took us to win a Super Bowl. That's just crazy when you think about it. Shout out to DC for Life Texas with the $5 super. He said, what's good in the Trout Landlord? DC for Life, let's freaking go. Cowboys 6 coming soon. Hey, you know you be turning me up, man. DC for Life, you know you be turning me up with them the way you end them chats you be doing, man. You be turning me up. But Miss Ella Lockhart said 54 people in the chat and 71 likes. 54 likes and 71 in the chat. Y'all, please don't be stealing, man. Look at me. I'm going to get close to you. Look at me. Please don't be stealing in the trap. I work hard. I try to be consistent. And hitting that like button is very, very free. I promise you. It has never charged anybody in the history of humanity. I promise you. It's just a simple gesture. We trying to pump this content out, man. We just need a little participation. All the support that you can show is very much so appreciated, even if it's not monetarily. The one thing you can do for free is hit that like button, man. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. We don't want to pat you down in the trap now. We don't want to do that. But y'all help a young man out that's trying to do some positive things in the space, man. Just help me pump this out. Like I say, please hit the like button. Professor O said teams average 4.49 yards per carry when Hankins was not on the field, but only 3.67 yards per carry when Hankins played. That's 0.82 yards per carry less when played. That's massive difference. Straight up, that's a massive difference. That's real talk. I knew it was close to a yard difference, so it wasn't quite a yard, but it was very, very close. But that is a big-time difference when you're talking about per carry, sir. So just imagine with Mizey, I'm sure we can get a couple of more ticks of a difference. I'm sure we can. But, yeah, man, don't be acting like an Eagles fan, y'all. Y'all hit that like button, you know what I'm saying? Don't be acting like the ops. Don't be acting like the ops. DP Johnson says, low-key, I hope Brissett stayed on the bench in Washington. He could make them a dangerous team. Outplayed Deshaun last season. Ooh, that's who they got. Yeah, they did pick up Jacoby Brissett, didn't he? He is a decent little quarterback, though. He is a decent little quarterback. But they been raving about the other boy that beat us. What's the quarterback name, man? Don't nobody care about no Washington, though. But what's that quarterback name that beat us and they were just Howell or something? Sam Howell? I believe that's his name. I don't know. Some random guy that played for the Washington Commandos. We don't know. DC4 Life says, I'm guilty. I usually hit it on the way in, but they changed it up lately. I forgot to hit it. It's done now, man. See, everybody, it don't be personal for everybody. Some people just truly forget. That's why, I don't like to just beg y'all for likes, but, sometimes you have to remind people, man. It might be your own people. So, yeah, just hit that like button for me, man. Sometimes you forget. I've done it before, too. I come to some of my other content creators, peers and stuff like that to their show, and I forget sometimes, and I just remember to hit that like, too. So, I understand. But, that is a necessary evil in this space, man. That's a currency as well. Outside of the money, the likes and the views and the shares, that's a currency for us as well. So we appreciate all the love and support in the trap. We do. Trap. He said a show with Henny the Moore and Professor O would break the stat YouTube world. On my life, you ain't lying. Hey, y'all might need to make that happen. Good grief. Look, see my comment even went haywire. You just said it was gonna break the YouTube world, didn't you, man? That's crazy. But yeah, HTM and Professor O, y'all really do need the link on them numbers though. That's a good idea. Who said that? Oh, Bruce got the toxic juice. That's a good idea. Hey, them boys will have them numbers on deck. I don't know how they'll do it, though, because it'll be number. We'll be number crazy with them boys winning on everything. But that'll be a great show, y'all. Y'all might need to rock that out for real. Let me get up in there, too, now. Don't forget about your boy, Professor, we need to do something, too, man. Fish says, I begged my wife for some loving. Nothing wrong with a little beg. Hey, you said you on your key sweat over there, ain't you, sir? Boy say he on his key sweat over there. Yeah, that's a good idea, man. Everybody know HTM is the numbers guy, and Professor O got a lot of those stats on deck. So, yeah, that'll be some old. Everybody need their popcorn. I might not even want to be on the show. I need to be taking notes on that show. That'll be crazy. So, yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all go support our content creators, man. We need that support, y'all. Shout out to Big Duke with the $5 super, man. He says, just to donate to keep doing your thing, bro. Them tracks be hitting too. I appreciate you, my guy. Real talk. I just got to argue with somebody else, man. You can't satisfy everybody, man. Somebody gonna not like what you do and how you do it. It is what it is, man. But I think when you come to peace with yourself, you just say screw it and hey, everybody ain't gonna like me, It's some people that can't stand Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? It's some people who can't stand Michael Jordan. You won't please everybody, no matter how great you are, no matter how hard you try. So I just try to make sure I stay myself, man. So I just let it do what it do, bro. But I appreciate the people who do rock with me. It is what it is, man. I try to make my own lane in the space. And one thing they can say, I ain't copying nobody out here,
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
So I appreciate it, man. Sugar Daddy Williams in the bed and said, call the show Stat Nerds in the Store. Hey, man, stat goats, Hey, man, stat goats, Hey, y'all need to, Hey, we done shot our shot now, so y'all need to go ahead and, do y'all thing. The nation done told you we want it, so now it's up to y'all. Professor O said, landlord, not sure if you tuned in, but Vach gave you a shout out on the volume yesterday. That's what's up, man. Shout out to Vach Lombardi. I be working so much, man. I ain't even get a chance to check it out, man. But shout out to Vach and Sky. I seen Sky's show yesterday, man. But shout out to the whole community, man. This is, I'm just glad to be a part of the community and the people showing love, man. So I really do appreciate everybody. Like I said, before I got into this, man, I was a fan of these guys. So, I ain't gonna be able to feel no kind of way about nobody. I've been watching their show longer than, some of y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? I mess with everybody. So man, I just love the community we building, man. I think don't nobody do it like Cowboy Nation, man. I really do. I don't think nobody do it like us. We got the strongest with the K, you know what I'm saying, content creator, you know, what you call it, community it is out here. And y'all might be a little spoiled. And that was before I even started. Like, we still had a lot of gangsters out here, like West Coast and Boss and Vach and Law. Man, we got some goats in this space, y'all. Like, real talk. Trap. We got some goats in this space. So I think we put us up against anybody, and I guarantee you we gonna bring that dub home for you. You already know that.
We are America's team, the most watched.
Put us up against anybody.
Y'all don't like us, but y'all tune in every Sunday.
And then what I like about it, man, everybody in their own lane, everybody do their own thing. Like, don't nobody be stepping on nobody's toes, man. It's like we got unwritten rules. As you notice, Sky Show come on, then I slide in where I slide in. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it might not work like that, you know, because sometimes your time might not allow you to let somebody else rock and you just have to go. But, man, I love the community that we building out here, man. We really do. Like, shout out to the whole Cowboy Nation, though, for real. Trap. Shout out to the whole nation. But y'all see, we finna get ready to do this interview, man. I can't wait to see what Kevin Joseph got to say. Cause we had Jalen Tolbert cooking, didn't it, y'all? We had to wait. Somebody was just hating on that interview. Like, y'all talking too much, man. Look, we just having a conversation, man. It is what it is. Like, if y'all enjoy the content, just enjoy the content. Like, out of a whole hour interview, he found something negative to say. Out of all the jewels that you got out the video, you want to hate. So, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people just wake up on the wrong side of the bed and just want to hate. It is what it is, man. And I ain't saying that some of the criticism ain't warranted, but, like, you know, you just don't got to go around pointing out one thing you found wrong with the video. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, though. Red said, Trap Lord, you done came a long way since your first live stream, Playboy. Hey, man, you ain't lying, bro. I kind of did a little stroll down memory lane yesterday. And, you know, my mics was messing up. You know, I had a lot of crazy stuff going on. Hey, not only my first live stream, my first video. You know, my mic was terrible. You know, I'm in there just hollering and saying stuff. It don't even sound clear. So, for all the young content creators coming, man, you know, it just take time and consistency, bro. Like, just do it. Don't let nobody tell you to hold on or slow down. Bro, just go out there and do it. Screw what everybody think of you. Just go out there and start. I wish I would have started years before this. So, don't never wait around. Screw all your equipment. Just start. Just go. Press the live button and rock out, man. Because you're going to grow. Your people going to enjoy the growth with you as well. Like, they want to see the road. Just like Red and people like that, they seen me grow. So, they understand the work ethic it took. You know what I'm saying? So, I appreciate my people that's been rocking with me from day one, too. Now, I know I kind of got off a topic, but, you know, some of that stuff be needed to be said in the space, man. So, make sure y'all support all the content creators and everybody y'all like and y'all rock with, man. We got to make sure we build this up. Because after a while, look, like they said, we the new media, y'all. We the new media. Like, even the big dog media's going to have to reference us after a while. You know what I'm saying? After a while, they going to have to reference us. They going to be like, man, I don't want to talk about them, but they having interviews with all these players and they doing all this stuff. You got to say something about it after a while. So, we gonna kick them doors down. We already got a couple Jackie Robinsons in this thing that's breaking them barriers down, that's opening up those opportunities and creating those paths for us to go through and be great, man. So I can't wait to see what the future holds for this community, and I'm proud to be a part of it. And you already know this Cowboy Nation, man. We finna go to the top. Shout out to Miss Patrice Langford. She says, community has taught me plenty. Appreciate y'all. We appreciate all your support too, Miss Patrice. Trap. Fish says, we didn't even have a name for the show. We came up with Trap. Hey, see, you been here since day one too, man. Hey, all my day one people, let me know who y'all. Because, you know, I know a lot of people been here for a while, but I can't pinpoint everybody. So, you know, that'll be an interesting thing to do while we ride the show out. So, if you a day one that's been here rocking with me from the start, man, hit that one and let your boy know, man, while we riding out the door. Let's go. Trap. We on that road to 4K, man, so we trying to go ahead and get that done. I gotta be there before the season starts. Now, that'll just be, that'll just be distasteful, you know what I'm saying? So we got to get that done. Let's see. DC4 Light said, landlord, y'all are the real media truth. DC4L, let's freaking go. Hey, see, you trying to turn me up for no reason now, DC. Hey, don't do me like that, man. Hey, the way he in his video be having me up. But he said the true meaning of the fairies. That's what's up. Kelvin Hicks, I believe I done seen you too. Zest for Metal. Randy Jackson for sure. I remember y'all. Red, Common Sense for sure. Yeah. So I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all been rocking with me since before I was just doing straight videos. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even doing lives. A lot of people don't know I ain't been going live for them about 8 months. I ain't even been doing this long. So I hope y'all trust and appreciate the consistency and the growth and the work ethic and the drive, because long as y'all support, man, I'm going to be here trying to get better every day. Chris said, can't even watch the 4-letter networks after watching new media. Hey, I like the way you spelt that, though, sir. Trap. I like how you spelt that, though, sir. That might be it right there. New media with the NU. Know what I'm saying? That was dope. Common Sense said, you been the truth. Mad love to you, my guy. On Ryan to the wheel fall out, man. Salutes to y'all that's rocking, man, and supporting this. The people will make this happen, man. The people will make this keep going, and we appreciate y'all. Dwayne Brown said, I stopped my DVR from recording those other sports talk shows a year ago. My info come from the community. Keep rocking, man. That's what time it is. Trap. And it ain't no diss to what those people do, but I just want y'all to know we want to give y'all the truth. A lot of times they want to give y'all just some stuff that'll get you riled up. We going to actually do the real research and tell you what's really going on. Whether it's good or bad, you going to get the real research from your content creators. That's how we come. Shout out to Miss Sheila Neal. I ain't seen you in a while, man. How you doing? But, yeah, man, we finna get ready to crank this other show up, man. With me, HTM, and possibly West Coast. You know, you never know with Mr. West Coast. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. But y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card, man. We finna ride this thing on out. And you know why they hate us, because they ain't us, and we are what? The greatest. That's who we are. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share on the way out, man. I appreciate all the love and support. Let's get it.
Money in my hand.
Let's be great. Let's go.
And this is greatness defined.
Let's
every
go.
line is divine. Verses boggle your mind. And every song, man, I swear, just
Let's
get better
get
with time. No matter how much shade they throwing, I still manage to shine. I don't know why
they know we the greatest, man. Let's get it. Man. You right. Damn. I almost forgot. Great job. Who that is? Who said it? Michael Lockhart. Thank you, sir. I sure forgot about the poll. I was finna get on up out of here. Hold on. Let me go to the poll real quick. All right. Let's see. The poll says 74% yes to bringing Zeke back. 26% says no. So it's a blowout. It's a landslide. Jerry Jones, get on the phone and bring our guy back, man. Let's get it. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Let's go. Let's go. Hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card, man. Let's beat up them. Let's treat this algorithm like Dak treat the Eagles. That's what we gonna do. What Dak do to the Eagles every year? Beat the snot out them, you know what I mean? Let's get it. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go. Shout out to Rush Merc 9 with the $2 at the Buzz. I appreciate you, sir.